South Florida man is planning to sue the city of Orlando for a second time, nearly 10 years after he says he was wrongly arrested.
The man says he was in town for a film festival when police started harassing his friend over where he parked. Channel 9's Steve Barrett joins us live where this all started. And Steve, this man says the encounter quickly escalated and got ugly.
Yeah, this was 2008, Greg, when this happened, and Juan Cartagena says that he was basically trying to stick up for his friend, and his friend was sort of being excessively ridiculed for parking right over there, right where that car is pulling out of. He just got a $30 ticket, but very quickly it changed, and attention was on Cartagena then as he was told to move back. At one point, he asked for an officer's badge number. That's when they say he was tackled right here on these stairs. He was pepper sprayed in the eyes and tased almost.
They just didn't like that I asked them a question, and that I asked for a break, or that I wasn't doing exactly what they wanted me to do at that moment.
Juan Cartagena believes he was unjustly arrested, a moment captured on this cell phone photo in 2008. He has taken this case to trial once, and he and his lawyers are about to do it again, almost 10 years after the fact.
The charges that were brought against him, resisting arrest without violence and impeding the flow of pedestrian traffic on the sidewalk, those were contrived charges that were made up after the fact.
Attorney Jerry Gurley says the first trial ended with a hung jury, but he says he can now use conflicting testimony by two Orlando police officers against them to build an even stronger case around an incident that ironically happened during the Global Peace Film Festival.
Their witnesses didn't do very well during trial. They contradicted themselves. They didn't have good explanations for their actions, and we ended up with a hung jury.
Channel 9 obtained this video of Cartagena alone in a holding cell, his eyes burning, hands cuffed behind him, with no medical treatment for more than an hour. During the night in question, a second man was also arrested after he protested the treatment of Cartagena. That melee was captured on video as the second man was taken down and cuffed.
He was arrested defending me. And, they ended up dropping the charges against him as well and settling out of court.
And Cartagena says that he hopes the city will do the same in his case, not having to go to trial again. The city hasn't talked to us about it, though. They say they can't comment on legal matters. They also aren't able to tell us how much this is all costing the taxpayers until after this whole trial process is over. Greg?
Steve, Cartagena was charged with impeding traffic on that city street behind you. How did attorneys address that charge in courts?
Yeah, that's exactly what the charge was, Greg. And in criminal court, prosecutors actually made their case, and the judge dropped the case right then and there, saying prosecutors didn't have enough. Now, in civil court, Cartagena's attorneys pointed out to the court that his shoulders were about 2.5 feet wide. This is about a 15-foot wide sidewalk that he was supposedly impeding that night. So that's how they addressed that. Reporting live in downtown Orlando, Steve Barrett, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.